Here is a beginner and postnatal core friendly workout. This workout is DR safe. So if you're having separation and everything else and you're a bit concerned about how to get back and get that core recovered, this is a really good workout to do. It's about 10-12 minutes long, and just go at your own pace. We'll be working for 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We'll have 4 moves. We'll do each move 3 times, and I'll give you options to either scale it up or scale it back. And I really want you to listen to your body and connect with that breath. Okay, so the first move, we're going to go down onto the ground, lying on our backs. I'm going to also start the timer. So our first move, we're thinking of deep breathing. We're just going to have your hands on your lower core and think about directing the air straight down to where your hands are resting, right at the base of that belly, just above the hips. So on your inhale, I want you to try to think expansion through that lower core, and exhale, core comes down. Think of pulling your hands together and then holding there for a second. So big inhale to expand, and exhale, pulling that lower core in. And here we're just trying to reconnect with that breath. Keep flowing through, inhaling and exhaling. And just think about expansion and then stability. So you're not pulling that core in so much, so keep moving. I'm just going to turn the timer sound down. It's quite loud in my ear. Give me one more big inhale, expansion, and exhale, coming down. Okay, resting there. This time round, we're going to engage the pelvic floor a little bit. So I'm going to cue that for us. We're going to inhale as normal, and on the exhale, we're going to engage the pelvic floor. And imagine you're drawing it in and up. Okay, so here we go. Okay, ready. Big inhale. Exhale. This time, draw the pelvic floor up and in. Hold. And let everything relax on that inhale. So on the inhale, I really want you to let everything relax. Release the pelvic floor. Hold. And relax. So big inhale. Exhale. Core come lower, abs draw in. Pelvic floor draws in and up. Holding and down. Imagine there's a band around your waist. It expands and it contracts. So imagine your hip bones sort of knitting towards each other. Hold and release. Okay, this time we're going to add a little curl of the pelvis. So you're just going to rock forwards when you're doing that little pelvic hold. So we're adding on a little bit. If this is too much for you, just stay where you are, stay where you're comfortable. So, are we ready? Big inhale. Exhale. And then tilt the pelvis up, hold, and relax. Good. Big inhale. Exhale. Let the pelvis tilt towards you and relax. And it's also just helping us reconnect with what our pelvis is doing. Hold. And you're not clenching so much that is 100%. I want you to think maybe like 80%. Relax. Again, big inhale. Exhale, pull in and up and hold and relax. Everything relax. Okay, so that was our first move. We're getting that core connection, which is something that often we don't do very often when we do normal workouts anyway. So this time we're going to do some heel taps. So we're going to inhale, expand, exhale. One leg will come up and the other leg will come up. Okay, and if this is too much for you, having both legs up, I want you to just put one leg on the ground and have the other leg up, and we'll alternate. So we're going to inhale, expand, exhale, get that stability and lower that heel to the ground and bring it back up. Inhale, exhale, tap and up. So your aim here is to try and keep those hips nice and stable. Stable hips. Inhale, exhale, tap So you're just dropping that heel to the ground. And if it's too much, I want you to just do one leg only. Okay, resting. You can hug the knees into the chest. Have your rest. We're going to do that again. And like I say, if you're like, this is too much for me doing these heel taps, I just want you to raise the knee, put it down. Raise the knee, put it down. We're going for core stability. So let's step up in that nice table position. Big inhale. Exhale. Bracing ourselves. So don't think so much as I'm going to clench my core. Think, I want to keep my hips steady. So we're keeping them steady. Inhaling to prepare. Exhaling to be stable and tap. Good. Tap. Inhale. So I'm on that exhale, I'm drawing in, so I'm nice and stable. So you're adding that stability for when your heel goes to the ground and you have to take more tension on those legs. Hug the knees into the chest. Okay, doing great, guys. Really doing great. Let's hug the knees in. We're going to go again. So set up. Got my core engaged. Bringing my legs up. Nice and relaxed through the head and the neck. Feet are about hip distance apart. Inhale. Exhale. You got that stability. Tap that foot. Bring it back. Inhale. So prepare yourself each time with your breath. We want our breath to guide us. And please, it might not have been too much in the last round, but it might be too much now. So you might want to put one foot down on the ground and do single leg heel taps alternating. Brace, down, up. I like to keep my hands on my lower abs or my hips just to remind me to keep stable. And hug the knees into the chest. If you need a sip of water, go for it. We're just going to add on. So from there, we're going to do some dead bugs. So our dead bugs, alternating hands and legs. But first, let's get ourselves set up. Legs up. So just going to extend the right leg out and in. And that might be okay. That might be enough for you. Alternating out and in. So I'm not bringing my leg really far down. I'm just straightening it and bringing it back. If we want more, we're going to put our arms up. And the opposite hand with the opposite leg goes out and in. If you're like, this is too much, but what I was doing before wasn't enough, I want you to pop that foot on the ground. One leg out, one leg in. Okay, so here we go. Out, in. Inhale, out, and in. So we're always preparing with that inhale. So rest. So we're always preparing the core with that inhale. So we're going to rest and keep our legs up if we can, just to brace our core just for that stability. So we inhale, exhale, brace, and then extend out and in. Inhale. So I'm bracing, then extending. And the further your knees are away from your body, the harder it is. So the more tension and load you're adding. So think about that. Think, is it too much? Or is it not enough? You can bring the legs further apart. I want you to think of being stable. And again, you can just dial it down if you need to. Go down to those extensions. Rest. Hug the knees into the chest for a second. So please listen to your body. Like I say, you can have one foot down, going out and in. You can have arm and leg going out and in. You can have both legs up, going out and in, or you can do the full, both arms alternating, but you need to listen to your body today and see where we're at. So let's go. Inhale, exhale, brace, out and in. Inhale. And if you can, maybe you can keep the brace going the whole time, but not clenching too tight. Maybe this time around you focus on that pelvic floor. Drawing out and in. Each time you do it, you can bring a different focus. And again, We're not going to 100 here. We're just doing as much core stability and we'll finish off that one as we need and hug the knees into the chest. 4 to keep. I don't know why I keep talking in this sort of Shakespearean way. I keep doing that. To keep the hips stable. That's what we're going for, okay? All right, so, and in the gaps, you can focus on that breathing. The big inhales, the big exhales. Core stability is a journey. It's very difficult. A lot of people don't do it. So let's come over to our fronts. Let's do our final move. So just sitting on all fours. I'm going to ignore the timer just for 1 second. I'm going to actually turn the timer noise off because it's really loud. So we're going to come onto all fours and we're going to inhale, brace the core. I'm just going to slide the right leg out and bring it back with stability. Again, for this other side, inhale, exhale, keep the hips stable, out and in. We're just sliding back and forth whilst keeping as stable as possible. That's our first option here, out and in. So I'm keeping my toe on the floor, but if you're like, I want more, out, extend, bring it back in. Reach out, extend, bring it back in. Try not to rock. One more. And rest. You can go into a child's pose here just to rest and come off the wrists. So that's your first option. Sliding out, listen to the core, nice and braced, stable, coming in. We're going to add on some arms here. So we're going to slide the right leg out, left leg goes up, and we bring it back in. So we're adding some instability to this move. So I've still got my toes just sliding back. I'm trying to keep stable and strong through the arm that's on the floor. Inhaling to prepare. Exhale. In. And imagine you're blowing through as if you're blowing a birthday candle. So it's not, it's like slow control. Let's do one more. Out, slide, reaching that balance, slowly drawing back in. Okay, let's go again. This time we're going to hover the leg. So this is me just showing you how you can scale it up or scale it down. And if you're like, oh, I just want to do the leg slides, do the leg slides. Honestly, just listen to your body. So we're going to go out and down with control. Out, down. And I'm not bringing my leg up very high. I'm not squeezing the glute at the top and getting a nice little glute burn. I'm just trying to keep my hips steady. I'm lifting the leg only as high as I can whilst keeping my hips steady. Inhaling to prepare. Exhaling to... Remembering that pelvic floor this time maybe. Good. I'm going to go for one more each side. Sliding out. Reach. Bringing it back. Let's do one more, strong and stable. Out. Bring it back. Stretch back into a child's pose. Nice big stretch. Rolling up, coming off the wrist. That there was a nice core stabilizing workout. Please come back to this workout. Try the different levels. Once you learn the moves, you can be like, I'm going to start on level 2, I'm going to start on level 3. And if you're at level 1, please, that's no problem. These lower core take time to stabilize and it takes that concentration, but you are amazing.